I would like to invite Ms. Linda Applegate, the Seraphim Rock Professor of Business Administration and Faculty Chair at OPM at Harvard Business School.
On behalf of the Dean, Nitin Noria, the 10th Dean of Harvard Business School, and a graduate of the Indian Institute of Technology, the faculty and the alumni of the Owner-President Management Program at Harvard, and their families, I would like to thank you for inviting us to visit with you today at the Presidential Palace. This is a splendid and architecturally beautiful mansion that reflects the power and dignity of India and your distinguished career as a leader of India over the past 5 decades. Harvard Business School has long recognized that India is a key player in the global economy. In reading your impressive biography, I was pleased to learn that you're a man of humble origins, born in a small village in West Bengal, as the son of freedom fighters, and you used this passion for the country you love to motivate you to acquire degrees in history, political science, and the law before becoming a college teacher and a journalist. I am also impressed by the words you spoke in your recent New Year's message to students and educators in India. You called education the true alchemy that can bring India to its next golden age. You spoke passionately about how the standards of higher education have a direct relationship with the development of a nation and the quality of the life of its citizens. Indeed, India's National Knowledge Network enables India's academic institutions to connect, collaborate, and disseminate ideas, perspectives, findings, and research. Clearly, we have much to learn from India and from your leadership of India. India has long been an important research and education hub for Harvard, and it is in the spirit of that partnership that these alumni decided to hold their reunion in India at this time. Harvard has over 1,600 alumni living in India and contributing to our research and educational activities and mission. The Harvard India Research Center was officially launched in 2006. Since that time, India's business leaders and educators have supported our development of over 155 case studies on Indian companies and over 55 research projects in India. We have been so impressed by India's leadership that a few years ago we began a new program that enables us to teach leadership best practices from India, and the program has attracted over 9,392 participants in the last few years. Research to date has included the study of entrepreneurship, information technology, biotechnology, healthcare, financial services, real estate, agribusiness, social enterprise, and corporate governance. Over 94 Harvard faculty visited India over the past few years, and leading companies in India have sponsored over 480 research projects for our students. Over 1,300 executives have attended executive education programs in our classroom in Mumbai, and we recently launched Harvard University's first university-wide course on India and South Asia. Finally, in December 2013, we proudly dedicated the Tata Hall Education Center on Harvard's campus in honor of the Tata Group. I am pleased to inform you that the Owner-President Management Program was the first executive group to be taught in these magnificent new state-of-the-art facilities and classrooms and to reside in its residence hall overlooking the Charles River and Harvard University. I am honored to serve as the faculty chair of OPM program and would like to thank you deeply for inviting me to your reunion and to accompany you on this wonderful trip. Over nearly 55 years of dedicated service to India and his people, respected President Shri Pranab Mukherjee has held nearly every position of prominence in the country, including his overwhelming 2012 election to the presidency. His work as India's finance minister has been particularly well recognized, and he was named as one of the 2 best finance ministers in the world, not just once, but twice, and in 2 different decades. I would now like to introduce one of our esteemed graduates, Mr. Deepak Yadav, to share his experiences while attending the Harvard Business School Owner-President Program. Deepak?
I welcome the respected president, my fellow business school graduates, and other honored guests. My name is Deepak Yadav, and I am chairman of Tirupati Sugars. It is my honor and privilege to be here this evening at the Rashtrapati Bhavan to welcome respected President Mukherjee to address the reunion of the graduates of Harvard Owner-President Management Program. As entrepreneurs, we have watched India rising to great prominence in the global economy over the last decade, becoming known for technological savvy, dedication to infrastructure, and innovation. Sir, the program is meant for owners and presidents who are already successful entrepreneurs, as it motivates the bar for higher innovation in the class. Many of our graduates are already proud to partner with companies located in India for the past several years. This has led to increased efficiency and innovations at their organizations and allowed them to work with the best and the brightest minds that this great country has to offer. Speaking from my own experience, participation in this program has been invaluable in helping me to take advantage of these opportunities. I am extremely proud to be an alumni together with distinguished businessmen and women in attendance this evening. And I know we would all agree that Harvard Business School has helped shape our class as the future leaders, not just in the United States, but throughout the world. President, sir, I would like to explain this contribution of Harvard in my life by giving a little insight into how Harvard added value into my own experiences. I must admit that I have always dreamt to be at Harvard after doing my engineering at the National Institute of Technology. But after having started my own successful small business, I could never find time to pursue that dream of going to Harvard. After 8 years of my startup and having faced challenges in my business, I decided to take a break and go from my work and then go to Harvard. We started our classes in May 2008. There, the school kicked off a unique 3-minute business plan contest called the OPM Idol. I developed a business plan called Sugar Well, which was about turning around a bankrupt sugar factory and producing ethanol within the state of Bihar. Champaran in Bihar is one of the most poverty-stricken areas in the country. This is coincidentally where the father of our nation, Gandhiji, started the Dandi March for the freedom from the British rule. Out of the 150 successful business plans, I went on to win the OPM Idol contest. And that was the new turning point in my life, which Harvard contributed. It motivated me to execute this business plan. It was a difficult plan, as no private individual had set up a new factory in Bihar for the last 30 years in this particular sector. Today, after 5 years of innovative sweat, it is one of the largest sugar-producing factories in Bihar. Our efficiencies have been ranked #1 for the straight last 5 years. Now, the project adds $100 million annually to the local economy of a small village in Bihar. The farmers who used to come to meet me with tears in their eyes 5 years ago now are coming to me asking about the best schools in the country to send their children. The farmland prices have risen 20 times in the last 5 years as the data taken from the government stamp duty rate statistics. The state government of Bihar awarded $5 million as the highest subsidy ever to a private industry in this sector. The positive socio-economic impact that we gave in the local economy exceeded all government targets. In fact, to wrap up, I would like to state that I went to Bihar alone in year 2008, but I am back with 200,000 smiles as a new family of mine. I would like to stress the fact that every one of my colleagues here has an even more interesting story to tell. Sir, we have come here as the ambassadors of Harvard Business School. I would request, on the behalf of all of us, to enlighten us with your kind knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to our highly distinguished guest of honor, President Shri Pranab Mukherjee.
Good afternoon. First of all, I welcome all of you to this historic building, which is known as Presidential Lodge. Though this building was not constructed by ourselves, it was constructed in pre-independent India. In fact, at a time when the British imperial power was at its height after winning the First World War and before the beginning of the Second World War, when British imperial power established its total supremacy as a maritime power and also was one of the largest colonial powers. But course of history is rather queer. Within 16 years of the first occupation of this building by British Governor General Lord Irwin, they had to leave. And the last Governor General, Lord Mountbatten, who served both as the last Governor General of British India, colonial India, and the first Governor General of independent India. I welcome all of you to this historic building. I am indeed happy to have this opportunity to address the alumni of the Owner-President Management Program of the Harvard Business School, who are in India for the reunion function. To begin with, let me welcome you to this capital city of India, Delhi, which is historic one, as well as representative of the modern India, reflecting the aspirations of what new India wants to be. The OPM programs for business owners and entrepreneurs is one of the prestigious programs of Harvard Business School. It seeks to develop greater expertise for corporate growth and leadership. It is my privilege to meet the business leaders from different nations who have participated in this unique course. I am told that 13% of the alumni comprise Indians. I am also happy to be informed that this batch was the first executive group to be taught in the Tata Hall Executive Education Center of Harvard Business School, which opened in 2013 in honor of Ratan Tata, the Doyen of Indian industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the corporate sector has a key stake in any economy. It has a lubricating effect in the smooth functioning of economic activity around the globe. Corporate leaders have to manage the development of their business into models of excellence. This calls for wider application of management principles in business and better appreciation of the socio-economic reality in which they operate. The corporate world is not charity zone. At the same time, they are meant not only to earn profits for their shareholders, but also to add value to the society at large. Business leaders would do well to build this emerging gospel of doing business into their corporate framework. I will be happy if you put the skills required by you in the acquired by you in the HBS Owner-President Management Program to good use in transforming your ventures and the lives of our people. I wish all of you present here the very best for the future. I also wish the faculty all success in their future endeavor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Respected President, thank you very much for inviting us to be here with you today and for sharing your tremendous insights on the power of what we can do together in India in the future. I think that for all of us, these insights will help us move forward with greater motivation, greater intensity, and greater passion as we work together to solve the problems of the world and to create a brighter future. So thank you very much for having us.